Hi folks, it's the RV Wingman again, and thank you for joining me here on the channel. Hope you're having a great day. Now in the next few minutes I'm going to do something that's a little bit different, I think, and hopefully help you to think. How often do you hear something and you go, whoa? Something, I don't know, it could be something that was right in front of you and you didn't see. It could be something very profound. It could be anything, but I enjoy being, wow, I never thought of that, even though it was right in front of me. And that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to read an email that was interesting, nice, I think very, very nice. I'm going to read something to you, but before I do that, I want to ask you, do you know what a canamit is? Canamit. I'll bet you do. Think about it, a canamit. Well, when I give you the hint, I think everybody's going, oh, I remember that, especially if you're old like me. A canamit. I'm going to give you this is fun, a homework assignment. Do you ever watch the old Twilight Zone shows? One of my favorite shows growing up. I still look at it. It's like, wow, what great writing. I know it's black and white and all that stuff, but I look beyond that. A canamit. I want you to look up, it's, what is it? It's season 3, episode 24. That's your homework assignment. It's in the description down below, but you got to look it up. It's on Paramount Plus, it's on Amazon Prime, or you can just go to YouTube and you can watch kind of the ending of it, and I think you'll go, oh, that's a canamit. And I want you to tell me how you see RVers and RVing related to the canamit. Okay, that's your homework assignment. All right, here comes the email. It is from Pamela P. It says, hi, Alan. I've been watching your channel for a while now. Really appreciate what you're doing. It's obvious that you care and you're trying to help folks avoid costly mistakes. That said, though, some people just don't want help or they're not ready to hear it. I know it's frustrating and I respect your persistence, but maybe you should consider mixing in some more positive stories or success cases. There's still a lot of good in the RV world if you just look. And I think showing that side could make an even bigger impact. Just a thought from a fan who's still tuning in. Thank you for all you do, Pamela P. I don't try to go negative. I don't. Statistically, analytically, if you will, according to YouTube, positive stories do not get any traction. They don't. Generally speaking, negative, the more gas you can throw on a fire, the more views you get. I'm not about that. I'm about trying to get people to go, whoa, I didn't see that. That's the pathway I need to look forward. So perhaps I do need to talk about more positive stories. And if you have a positive story, especially about Camping World, I started a Facebook group, I don't know, a month or so ago, and it's pretty much nothing, but it's a group that you could join, and it's called Camping World Friends and Foes. And if you click that QR code you see on the screen, you can find a link to that group and you can join it. And most of the people that are in that group have had positive experiences at Camping World. So I'm not looking to bash anybody. I'm looking to just get people to slow down and think, because buying an RV is a really big deal. So Pamela P., thank you for your email. If you'd like to, shoot me a note like she did or send me a voicemail, I read everything that comes my way, try to respond to as many people as possible, and call as many people back as possible. So shortly after Pamela wrote that email to me, I saw this online, and you may have seen it, but it's kind of made me sad, and I'd like to know how you feel about it. But it's about a conversation a father had with his son. The son asks the father, he says, Dad, how did you guys survive back then without the internet, without computers, without smartphones, without Netflix, without air conditioning? The father smiled and replied, pretty much the same way that your generation is living now. Just without prayer, without compassion, without honor, without respect, without shame, without humility, and without books. Son, we were the lucky ones. Those born between 1945 and 1985. We're living proof that you don't need tech to build a meaningful life. We rode around on our bicycles without helmets. We walked to school alone from the very first day, and no one panicked. After school, we played outside until the street lights came on. We didn't spend half our day glued to a screen. We played with real friends, not usernames. When we were thirsty, we drank from the garden hose, not bottled water. We didn't get sick from it either, even though 4 of us might have shared the same juice glass at recess. Our parents weren't rich, but they gave us what money can't buy. Our parents gave us love, character, spiritual grounding, and a sense of right and wrong. They taught us to value hard work, loyalty, and honesty. We made our own toys and we shared them. We read actual books and we passed them around. We ate bread and potatoes almost every day and somehow didn't need a diet plan. When we got sick, we got better with homemade remedies or no-name medicine. We didn't scroll through people's lives on air or air our own dirty laundry on social media. We visited our friends without texting first. Their moms gave us tea and something simple to eat. No, we didn't have iPhones, PlayStations, or TikTok. But we had real friendships, the kind that lasted. Our memories may be black and white in photo albums, but they're more colorful than any Instagram feed. We didn't throw books away, we lined up for them. And when we got one, we read it like treasure. We didn't treat privacy like a flaw. We didn't crave attention constantly. And we sure didn't measure our worth in likes, views, or comments. We are a rare generation, son. We're the last to be raised by our parents, and the first who had to raise our kids while learning a world completely different from the world we grew up in. Guess what, son? We're still smarter than you think. We're still helping you more than you realize. We're a limited edition, so appreciate us, learn from us, and value us before we're gone. And then the son said, okay, I got to go. No, I added that last part. But isn't that true? Isn't it? It's sad but true. And I want to loop back into camping and RVing. While technology has certainly changed our world forever, and it will continue to do so, I really believe what this said is that we're the last generation. And I think that we owe it to future generations to build a bridge. As time goes on, we all get wiser, don't we? At least I think we do. Hopefully we gain a little bit of humility. We know what works and what hasn't worked for us. And I think that camping and RVing can provide a bridge, if you will, to link us and some of our experiences with younger people, people that need to know what we know. Because when we're gone, we're gone. If everything is about how many likes you get, how many views you get, how many supposed, online friends you have, it's not about the deep, meaningful relationships, I think we're pretty much screwed. What do you think? I read that, and Pamela P., thank you. I probably do need to, I could benefit by talking more about positive things. But camping and RVing provide those positive opportunities, but they come with a price. RVing is not for everyone. It's not for a lot of people. A lot of people that are disillusioned. A lot of people that have that fantasy, that think that, walking into an RV dealer will help them feel that happiness, maybe that they're yearning for. And yes, I believe that the RV industry preys on those people. It wants you to be intoxicated in the dream. And while the dream is great, and I love dreaming, I do, I think it has to be balanced with wisdom and experience and being measured. So going back to your homework assignment, it is the Twilight Zone. And I think this is all going to link together. In a few days, I'm going to, do a follow-up on this video and about that specific episode. It's about people called Canamites. Kanamit, a Canamit. And I think that if you watch the episode, it's where is it? Season 3, episode 24. Season 3, episode 24. Paramount Plus, Amazon Prime, or YouTube. Just look it up. You can look. The whole episode's not on YouTube, but you can at least look at the ending. And I want to know what you see, what analogy, what metaphor do you see between that old episode from the 1960s and today's RV industry and the RV world. So that's it for today. Thank you so much. Again, I read every email. I listen to every voicemail. I call as many people back as possible. I am an experienced RVer. I've owned and run a campground for many, many years. My wife and I sold it. I'm semi-retired, and I'm doing this as a labor of love. I've got a 4.5-year-old grandson I love very, very much. But he's being raised in a world that is so different from the world I grew up in, maybe the world you grew up in. I'm hopeful that when I'm gone, that these videos will have some kind of a connection with him, as well as the experiences I have with him when I take him in the out of doors. But that's the reason I do these videos, and it's to try to help people. As I said at the beginning, I would like to try to be a voice of reason, to try to help you to think, to slow down just a little bit and make the best decisions possible, and encourage you to be helpful to others. Our world, I think, needs more people like us. Now, we are very, very flawed. I am so far from perfect, it's not funny. But at least I'm wise enough. I want to say that I'm honest enough to know that I am a mess, and I can be a mess. But with help from him and some humility, I think that I can make better decisions. And I appreciate you joining me today around this virtual campfire. Thank you so much. I'm Alan Warren, the RV Wingman. If you would, give the video a thumbs up. If you've not yet subscribed to the channel, I hope you'll do that. And turn your notifications to all. Around this virtual campfire, you're going to hear the honest truth, at least through an old man's eyes. I want to believe that I listen. I want to believe that I think. And I will never lie to you. Never, ever. And if I tell you something that you need to watch out for, I'm hopeful that you'll at least listen and do whatever you want. But at least listen. And if you're looking for people that I believe in, that I have truly vetted, that I believe are good human beings in the RV business, I call them America's most trusted RV dealers, I can help you with that. If you'd like an introduction to them personally, seriously, personally, you scan that QR code on the screen, find the link to that particular dealer, click on it, look around, listen to the testimonials. I talk to these people. I've talked to hundreds of them, actual campers that have spent their hard-earned money, and you'll hear in their voices their experiences. If you say, that's the kind of dealership I'd like to do business with, contact me. Tell me about yourself. Tell me what you're thinking about. And I will send an email, introduce you to that dealer, and then you guys can take it from there. Sorry for going on so long today, but thank you for joining me. Pamela P., thank you for your email. I am most grateful. I'll try really hard to look for some more positive stories to sprinkle in from time to time with the harsh reality that things need to get better in our RV industry. I'm Alan Warren, the RV Wingman, reminding you, be safe, have fun, play nice, and don't leave your good manners at home. I'll see you again very, very soon. Season 3. Episode 24 of the Twilight Zone. I got a link down below in case you just want to kind of cheat, take a shortcut, and watch a short video. Let me know how you see that episode relates to today's RVers. All right, bye everybody.